rampant in terms of strategy, but sometimes it feels kind of random, you know, who's able to come out ahead here. So maybe if they're fortunate, they'll feel a little bit better if it starts with this pistol.
Let's see if that's the case. We've got a really fast fight here inside a connector. Bombs actually included in this firefight. Tarek wants to give chase to Glaive, who does get away for the time being, but repeats to his demise. Another headshot here for MiBR, and it looks like they've done it. It looks like they will continue to contest the curse. Another pistol potentially theirs, unless Device, who after last game was just immaculate.
I can't remember a performance from him in a single map in a final like that. So
no,
I don't ever.
Not to be that lopsided.
Yeah, I mean, you know, MiBR meeting them in
SMGs versus pistols don't have as big of an advantage. But gotta be cautious. There's a totem pole here on the other side. That's a great frag grenade out from Fur. Substantial damage, and the fact that Fallen has already picked up a kill just means this is looking good for the Brazilian core. But it's not done yet, and there's 45 seconds left still for it to unfold. It's going to be off that long contact. Keep your eyes on Device for a second. He is going to be finding Tarek, and sure enough, he takes his head down. So now these two CTs are going to get pinched from each side, and yes, just like that, you've got yourself a round. Astralis seemed to have managed to at least put this into question, and sure enough, with Device continuing on this expedition, it is going to be another upset unless Stewie2K has something immaculate to say, but he doesn't. Just like on Nuke, Launders, or excuse me, Train, it's turned
the other half of the map, unless you're going to do something like this.
Let's see if it works. It's got Stewie in an awkward spot. He will extinguish the flames at his feet. Coldzera by his side. The Astralis actually haven't made much progress past the monsters. Stu will drop to the fragmentation. Obliteration, the first man in, and Tarek's now here to support. So we do see MiBR trickling downwards, and we see Astralis limping forwards, but they haven't really sustained much losses in the form of casualties or damage. In fact, they plant in this 4v4, and there's so many players on this site, it feels like there's 8 guys here. Zipex, Device, they're going to be getting these kills. Finally, we see that big clash, that crescendo of kills, and they all belong to Astralis.
Call it the Clash.
Isolated. Fallen would be the closest form of support, but because he as well is on his own, his attention entirely allocated over here towards Party, and, well, there's a smoke up in his face, but he's going to have to get CQC, and that's as close as you could get. He goes right past. And now Fallen is in a powerful position, but Tarek has to realize there could be people here. Spam is good for damage. Fallen doesn't want to scope in, doesn't want to be heard. Will find the fadeaway kill just as Tarek had denied entrance towards this A site. And immediately, MiBR have established a man advantage in this 4 versus 3. The B site is actually being bolstered. Tarek has moved down. They get ahead of this rotation, calling it and stopping it in its tracks. 15 seconds left, and nobody moves further. Excellent hold from MiBR.
Yeah, absolutely well played, and it was utility on MiBR as well. Tarek's got a Molotov and 2 flashes, and Fallen has a Molotov of his own, so it seems like they're clearly posturing up for a B exec, and it's going to be running the whole way.
Zipex just deleted near instantaneously. Dupree falls in the exact same fashion. Stewie's on a tear. That's 3 kills for him. Now he's got the 4th, and Stu's going to pick up this ace if he chooses to. Device is the last man up. That was near instantaneous. Give us the...
Astralis have rolled into the double digits earlier than they were supposed to.
This is a fast one. They're going to go right through that CT smoke. Unfazed by Astralis' utility. Stewie clears out the barrels immediately. Blinding flashbangs go both ways, and a Molotov's supposed to prevent any kind of a walk up from this ramp. And they're doing a good job of isolating these CTs. Look at Stewie go! He's taking the initiative on his own. And it's Device now all that's left. A fast round from MiBR. A rapid clash inside the B site. The CT is not really with enough utility to completely hold them back. I mean, they've literally just boxed out this bomb site with smokes, but they're not able to hold on to long control. That's such a crucial kill for Dupree. He just goes flying forward, and because of that, he's able to skewer the attempt at the plant. Sure, there's fire there, but Dupree is single-handedly shutting this down. We've got MiBR just spread across the site. It's an absolute annihilation. Time to possibly wrap around through short, but the question is then, can Magisk lock that down? Whereas if they all just charge out through Monster here and now, there's nobody to really stop them. Magisk, though, he could find cover behind the sandbags if he's fast enough on his feet, but instead he falls back. Tarek, he's completely flashed, but still stands. I mean, this is another situation whereby MiBR can get the bomb down. They're going to actually start pushing through and clearing water. There's 3 kills here for MiBR, and they're tying things up at 14. They've convinced...